Since this video is for new players, I figured I'd let you guys know I'm doing an $8 million shark card giveaway over on my Twitter. The link is in the description. Go check it out if you want a ton of money right off the bat for free. These are 15 things that all new players in GTA Online should know. This is mainly for players who are new to the game. Maybe you got it for Christmas, or maybe you're just getting back into it after not playing it for a long time. Hopefully these things will make your experience a little bit better. The first thing is just a general tip. Don't expect to be a millionaire right off the bat. It's a marathon, not a sprint regarding money. Unless you buy a shark card or get a modded account or get modded money, it's gonna be a slow process of getting everything you want. I mean, if you're a new player, it's almost overwhelming how much stuff is in the game right now. With all these crazy weaponized vehicles, all the crazy aircraft, all of the regular sport and supercars, there's just a ton of stuff, and you're not going to have everything right away. So just know that, and that alone I think will make your experience a little bit better. Now this next thing may sound obvious, but trust me, it is not. If you're a low-level player, do not attack high-level people. I don't know what people think, but I've been attacked a number of times by people that are like level 15, and it's like, bro, you're not going to do anything to me. And the reason is because higher level players, I believe, have more health, but they also have way better guns. They have explosive snipers, RPGs, homing missiles, way better stuff. And they also have tons of weaponized vehicles, which will keep killing you over and over and over again. And if you don't want to fall into that, don't mess with high level players. Now you may get griefed, you may get trolled by some high level players, and that's just gonna happen. You know, that's just what happens in GTA Online. But don't go out of your way to initiate that. Mind your own business, and your time should be a little bit more fun. And another thing, just to go off of that, whenever you are looking at the minimap and it has this like big red flashing icon, whether it's a car, whether it's like a little crate or a resupply, don't go after them. One, you really don't have the gear to deal with that. You know, the people in those vehicles are moving those crates. They are much more equipped to kill you than you are equipped to kill them. But mainly, two, it's really just griefing. You don't get anything from it. You get only $2,000, which is nothing at all. And all you're going to do is piss those people off if you do somehow end up killing them, and they'll just come back and kill you over and over and over again. So those are like the two main things. Don't be dicks, basically, in GTA Online. Mind your own business and everything should be good. Now, right off the bat, you're going to need a gun. When you're going into the ammunition shop, it's somewhat like the vehicles and all that. You're going to be a little overwhelmed. There's just so much. Number one, don't buy all of them. Half of them, more than half of them are useless, and you're going to end up wasting money on them. Really, the main weapons you need: buy the special carbine, buy the homing missile, buy the sticky bombs, and buy the AP pistol. The last two, the sticky bombs and the AP pistol, really are good for vehicle use because you can use them inside of a vehicle. And the special carbine, I think, is one of the better ARs in the game. And then the homing missile is something that you can buy from level 1 that can help you with jet griefers and other people trying to kill you. So those are the main guns. Don't buy anything else, because that leads us to the next thing. Ammo does cost a lot. And if you buy a ton of guns, you're going to be using a ton of ammo, and that's going to end up chunking away at your money. You'll be surprised how much money you'll spend on RPGs or sticky bombs or grenades or something. I mean, it seems like every couple of minutes in GTA Online, I'm spending $20,000, $25,000 just to replenish my rockets or to replenish my ammo. And at the start of the game, you don't have that much money to replenish that stuff. So in free roam, in missions, if you can, use bullets. Don't use homing missiles. Don't use RPGs. Use bullets, and that will save you a lot early on. Now, once you get the basic stuff, what you're going to want to do is save until you get $50,000 in your bank account. The reason you're going to want $50,000 is because you can then do VIP work in a private lobby. It also works in a regular lobby, but in a private lobby, you don't have to deal with other people trying to kill you, and that's a lot better. Now, for VIP work, there are a number of missions you can do. Sightseer is one of the best, and they don't pay out a whole lot, but they pay out $20,000 to $25,000, and you can complete them very quickly and very easily. So by doing those missions over and over again, you can get enough money to buy, a garage or an apartment or something to get you started to make even more money. Now, speaking of money, one of the best things Rockstar have just added to the game, the double action revolver. And you may be wondering, how is a little pistol good for me? Well, it's not really the pistol itself, it's the challenge you get. So it's this Red Dead Redemption 2 tie-in into GTA Online, a little event, and it takes you on this little treasure hunt. It's kind of a cool thing, but once you actually find the revolver, you have to get 50 headshots and the game will award you with $250,000. And that's a lot of money for a new player. And you can use that to buy the cheapest high-end apartment, which allows you to do heists, the old heists. And by doing the old heists with friends, you can get a lot of money. So that may be what you want to start off doing that mission, doing that challenge to get the 250K, and then you start doing heists to make a lot of money. And once you start making a lot of money, the 3 or 4 main things you're going to want to save for right off the bat, you're going to want a CEO office, and I think the cheapest one's $1 million, but they usually have discounts on them, so you might be able to get it a little cheaper, but a CEO office is essential. The next thing, a vehicle warehouse. The vehicle warehouse is what's going to give you tons of money because it's the most fun way, it's the best way to make money with the import-export vehicles, and that's in a vehicle warehouse. Another thing you're going to want to save for is a buzzard. Now, a buzzard isn't like 100% essential, but trust me, it helps so much in missions, getting around the map. If you get a CEO office, you can then call that buzzard right next to you wherever you are on the map for free. That's amazing. And then the final thing I put on the list that you might want to save for is a clubhouse, an MC clubhouse. The reason is because it does give access to a few cool and unique missions, but mainly you can store your bikes in that clubhouse, and then through the interaction menu, you can call your bike instantly wherever you are without a delay. You don't have to wait 5 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever it is for your mechanic. You can just call them instantly, and that's basically how I get around the map. So you may want to think about saving for a clubhouse as well. As far as like a bunker and a hangar, that's sort of like late game stuff, so I really wouldn't worry about them too much right at the beginning. Those 4 things are the main ones you're going to want to look into purchasing right off the bat. Now, the next thing, races. You may be curious because some of the races are very, very fun, but just know if you're not playing with friends, if you're just playing with randoms, you're probably going to lose. And the reason is because you don't have an upgraded supercar or an upgraded sport car or an upgraded sports car, and everyone else does. So you're just going to be at a disadvantage when you do play these races, unless you do play with friends and you change the settings where no one can use player-owned cars. But races, just know you may be at a disadvantage. However, one thing you can do as a new player, I believe if you sign on to the Rockstar Social Club, you will actually be rewarded with a free LG sports car. And the LG sports car is like the 2nd or 3rd best sports car in the game. So a free vehicle is one of the best. So that may be something you look into if you do want to compete in races, or if you just want to have a fun car and a fast car to drive around the map while you're saving your money. Now, some other things, and this goes back to the clubhouse. If you want to buy a motorcycle, buy either the Batty or the Akuma. These are only like $10,000 to $15,000, I believe, and they are the best, or some of the best motorcycles in the game. They have some really good customization, they are fast, and they hold 2 people so you can drive your friends around. Another way you can make some easy money right off the bat, go to the airport down at the bottom of the map and look for the LSIA flight school job. By doing the flight school, I think this nets you a couple of $100,000, and it's relatively easy, and it will get you accustomed to flying all of the new aircraft, or at least most of them. So if you're looking for a quick way to make, a couple $100,000, do the flight school jobs. And speaking of jobs, I figured I would mention this because they may look enticing to a new player. If you ever get a message from another player that says, I'm starting this job and it's titled 100 million RP or 100,000 money or whatever, it's not real. There is no quick way to make a ton of money. So don't ever believe those jobs titled some crazy amount of money and RP. It's just not true. And then the two things, I think these might be the biggest tips actually, because I guess new players don't know about this stuff. But on the minimap, you're going to have to pay attention to the minimap a lot. There are a lot of weaponized vehicles in the game. One of them that a lot of players use is called the Oppressor. It's a bike that can fly and it can shoot missiles. It's very deadly. And on the minimap, it has a bike icon. Don't try and outrun people if they're chasing you in that. I mean, really, this goes for any of those iconed vehicles, but you're not going to escape. And the reason you're not going to escape is because most of those vehicles, most of those weaponized vehicles have a homing missile on them. That's even better than the homing missile you can buy. Basically, once they lock onto you, the missile is not missing. It will hit you. So if you see someone chasing you around in one of the flying bikes or in one of the flying cars or in one of the helicopters, don't try and outrun them. Either go passive mode or just hide or something until they go away, because all they're going to do is end up killing you. And then speaking of killing you, this happened to me yesterday, and I thought I would throw it in here because some people may not know about it. There's an MOC in the game, a Mobile Operations Center. And this is a sort of late game item, but the cab, the truck that drives around your MOC, is basically indestructible. It takes like 15 to 20 RPGs and sticky bombs to blow it up. And I was just minding my own business when this level like 30 guy came up to me and threw a sticky bomb on me. And of course it did nothing, but he kept trying. And he ended up killing himself because this MOC truck doesn't really blow up. So if you see someone driving an MOC truck, don't try and kill them. Just mind your own business. Like I said, keep to yourself really. There are some friendly people out there, but for the most part, people are dicks in GTA Online. So just know that, and I think you will have a fun time. So there you guys have it. That is 15 things that new players should know. Hopefully that does help you guys out if you are a new player. If you did enjoy the video though, I'd appreciate it if you could drop it a like, subscribe for more awesome GTA Online content, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.